These are my Group Iron Man accounts. That's right, both of them. One account is a combat-only pure, otherwise known as an 807, and the other one is a level 3 skiller. In the last episode, the skiller did a lot more hunter, ending off at level 73, and the 807 killed some crabs to get up to these combat stats, and made a ton of gear upgrades. This is what he's looking like as of now. The goal for today is still more of the same, to just keep progressing the accounts and get them out of the early game. But I do think that goal is a bit broad, and I want to give a bit of structure to this series. So I've come up with these two pictures to show the levels and items that I want to obtain on both accounts. This is the one for the skiller. Obviously the main goal is to max every skill I have access to, but these are just some goals to reach on the way there. I want to get every skilling outfit that I can. I believe the only one I can't get is the Zealot outfit since it's in Mauritania. I want all 3 dragon tools, an Imkondo hammer, an herb sack, and these are all the pets that I can get on the skiller. And these are also all the levels I should have before I start raiding on the 807. And speaking of the 807, here's his checklist. These are all the items I want to get in just the near future. There will probably be a whole separate checklist for the endgame items that I want, but that's for after this one is done. This is essentially everything I need to start doing the Theater of Blood, which will be the first endgame PVM I do on this account. And one last thing before we get into the progress, I said in the first episode that I do have an end goal in mind for the account, and I'm going to reveal that to you right now. It's what I believe to be the ultimate blend of combat and skilling content in the endgame, and that is the Chambers of xRakine. Soloing or doloing this raid on my accounts will be the coolest thing I can think to do with them. Imagine the 807 fighting the bosses while the skiller farms supplies, trying not to get hit by the scavengers or any other enemies. The skiller cutting trees and thawing out the ice demon for the 807 to kill. The skiller crossing the tightrope after the 807 kills off all the majors and rangers. There's a lot of room for both accounts to shine in the chambers, and I think it would be amazing to be able to take on that raid with my accounts. So, with that end goal in mind, let's get into some progress and start checking some things off the list. Look at me, you guys. We got the torso. I'll show you the stats of it real quick. I guess I'll just take everything off but this. So we got the defense bonuses are pretty good. It's got no attack bonuses. But the main thing we want it for is the +4 melee strength, which is really good. This means we get an extra max hit on top of whatever it is that we're wearing. So yeah, this is the new setup right here. I think we're getting pretty close to taking on Scurious, which is kind of my goal right now, because that's a really good way to train your melee stats while also making a bunch of money, getting some loot, all that good stuff. I think I just want to AFK my stats a little bit more. I guess I'll just keep on AFKing until I get the glory, and then we'll send Scurious. So maybe we'll be like, I don't have a number. We're just going to keep going until we get to the point where we want to be. And back on the skiller, we're getting to level 74 Hunter. This level's cool because we can now catch ninja implings. Boo! We're going to be doing a bit of a change here on the skiller account. And that is because I need to AFK while I edit some videos, so what I'm going to do is probably just post up at Shrimps here. I don't know how AFK this is going to be, but this is what I'm going to do for the time being. We're starting off literally at level 1 fishing, like fresh off Tutorial Island, so I'm going to start with catching shrimps, and I guess one of the goals that I have in mind right now is, there you go, I want to get to level 35 so that I can do Temperos, because that's going to be a huge aspect of my fishing training on this account is going to be Temperos. I'm choosing to fish here in Al Kharid because we got the shrimps right here, and it's right next to a bank, so I can just deposit all the shrimps and then cook them all at once later. So, yeah, just keeping you guys updated. This is what we're going to be doing for a little bit while I edit videos. We just got a genie lamp while we're doing this fishing/cooking grind. And like I said earlier in this series, all of our lamps on the skiller are going to go onto Slayer, because this is the one skill that we can technically train, but we can't actually train, if that makes sense. Like, we're allowed to level it up, but we can't actually train this skill. So every single lamp or XP lamp that we get that can go into Slayer will be going into Slayer. I think this should get us up to level 10. There we go. Oh, sorry about the flashing, but there's 10 Slayer. Here's a big fishing level coming in right here. Level 30. We can now catch, I'm sure you can't see it, but, you know, there's a salmon right there. So we can now catch trout and salmon with fly fishing. So I'm going to head over to the next spot where I'm going to be AFKing fishing. Oh, let me get one of these. That's a cool upgrade for the skiller, I think. Yeah, I like it. I was just running by here and I'm like, let me grab a forestry pack. And I love the way it looks for this account. What we really needed to do was buy a chronicle so we can teleport a little bit closer to Varrock. And here we are. Just outside of Barbarian Village, we got these fly fishing spots right here that's also next to a fire that stays here forever. So we can pretty much just catch the fish, cook them, and then I can either drop them or run north to Edgeville to bank them. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do quite yet, but all I know is that I'm gonna be catching these for sure. Just got done cooking my first inventory of fish, and I think I decided I'm just gonna cook them and then drop them on the floor. And that's because my hit points is already kind of like getting kind of high on this account to the point where like salmon and trout won't really affect it that much. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some higher tier food eventually. It's better for AFKing also, which is the whole reason I'm fishing in the first place, to just drop them on the floor. So yeah, there we go. I just skipped right past it, but we're level 35 fishing now. We can now catch tuna, and more importantly, we can now fight Temperos. So eventually, that's going to be probably our method we get to 99 fishing with, but yeah, that's something for a little bit later. Level 70 strength, you guys. Would you look at that? Pretty massive level. I'm going to switch over to attack now. I think I have a little bit of a timeline going. I've had a lot of time to think about the order I want to do things in. I know I said I want to get to Scurious, but I think before that, I want to go into the Warriors Guild and get myself a Rune Defender. And yes, I'm saying Rune, not Dragon quite yet, because I'm still at 40 defense, so I'm just going to get the Rune Defender for now. But yeah, we're going to get to 60 attack, and then that will be the requirements needed for me to get into the Warriors Guild. Then I'll get the Rune Defender, and then we'll go to Scurious. And hopefully by that time, you know, the Hunter grind will be a little bit farther on. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Hey, look at that. It's a Rune Javelin drop. Let me just put the drop right on screen. That's pretty cool to see, I guess. Good morning, everybody. Today is a new day, and as you can see by this yellow text right here, the Easter event just came out. I just did it on my main account to kind of scope what it's like, and apparently it's not 807 friendly, but it is skiller friendly, and the reason why is because you get mining XP during it. So I'm going to do it on this account, but I think I'm just going to skip it on the 807. Technically, we only get 1 XP for every time we mine it, but I think that over the course of this whole event, I'm going to get like 30-something mining XP, and I don't even think that's going to get us a level, but it's still like, you know, cutting it pretty close. I don't want to be mining on the other account. And this should be the end of the Easter event. There we go. The rewards for this event is we get the Egg Priest robes, which are interesting to say the least. We get the Book of Egg, which I actually really like how this looks. I wish it had a little bit more of a use than nothing. And then we get the Egg Priest necklace, which I guess it's just an egg around your neck. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. And then we can also go to Diango in Draenor Village and see all the things we unlocked from the previous Easter events. These are all the things that we got from the previous Easter events. I don't know how many of them are going to be useful for us right now, but we do get some cool stuff like, I don't know, the bunny outfit. These count as warm items in Winter Tot, which we're definitely going to be doing on this account. So it's cool that we did the event because then we don't have to worry about getting other warm items. All right, one more hit should do it. There's level 60 attack. It just kind of got skipped right through, but we are done AFKing at crabs for probably a while now. We have 60 attack and 70 strength, which if you add those together is 130. And having 130 between attack and strength is the requirement for getting into the Warriors Guild. So what I'm going to go do is buy a set of mithril armor, and then we're going to grind out some Warriors Guild tokens, and then we're going to kill the Cyclopses for the defenders. You guys know how the grind works. Here we are in the Warriors Guild for the first time. Pretty much what we do is we go over here, animate the mithril armor like this guy's doing over here, and then we kill it and it drops Warriors Guild tokens, which lets us spend time in the Cyclops room to go for the defenders. And in case you're wondering what I'm doing on this account, I'm in Puro again, hunting for magpie implings, but this time I'm not looking for a square shield, I am looking for an Amulet of Power. I think that that would be a good upgrade to hold me over until I get the glory. There we go, we get 25 Warriors Guild tokens per kill. I think I'll go for like 1,000. I think I had to kill 40 of them for that if I did my instant head math right. We got one. Oh my god, what a tease. There they are. Oh my god, it's done. I was here for so long. I was here for hours. I thought this was just gonna be a quick little half an hour journey in and out. But no, we finally got them. I can leave. It took us 72 magpie implings to get our first amulets of power from these. The only way the universe is going to make it up to me for this one is once we get the level for dragon implings, the glories better be like my first 3 dragon implings, or I'm going to be upset. But yeah, we're done here. Get me the hell out. Opening up group storage. There they are, the amulets of power. Let's compare the stats on these. So they give me extra attack bonuses, and I think every single attack. Yeah, it looks like it's +2 in every single attack bonus. +6 in every single defense bonus, and an extra +6 melee strength, and also a prayer bonus. So yeah, this is way better than the Amulet of Accuracy, which has been retired on the account. Just finished up a classroom event on the Skiller, and if we put this into Slayer, then I believe that should get us a level. There we go, level 11. There we go, that's the last set killed right there. And now we have 1,000 Warriors Guild tokens. That should last us for a little while. And now we're at the upstairs area. So pretty much how this works is for every 10 tokens, we get 1 minute inside of this room with the Cyclopses. And they have a 1 in 50 chance, I believe, to drop a Defender. We start with Bronze, and then we go up to Iron and Steel, and work our way all the way up to the Rune Defender, which is what we're going to be going for. Oh, there's the Bronze Defender. The very first one took me 15 kills. Oh my god, there's the Iron Defender. This one took 88 kills, almost double drop rate for that one. Yo, there's the Steel Defender after 32 kills this time. Oh my god, the back-to-back into the Black Defender. The RNG's balancing out, lads. That's what we like to see. Here we go, here's another 1,000 Warrior Guild tokens. Because I guess the first 1,000 I got only got me, what, like 3 or 4 Defenders? Hopefully this will be the last that I need. Oh, there's the Mithril Defender. This one took 51 KC, just above the drop rate. So on the Skiller, I just ran out of feathers for fly fishing. So what I did is I made the perilous trip all the way across White Wolf Mountain. I just went the long way, so I didn't get attacked by any wolves. But I'm at the fishing shop, and I can buy myself a harpoon. I didn't really show it, but I got past level 50 fishing and cooking, so that means I can catch and cook swordfish. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna keep on chilling, AFKing fishing, doing some swordfish. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be going back to Chinchampas anytime soon, because I don't know, we got the Amulet of Power. That's pretty good for the time being, and I'm kind of enjoying these like AFK grinds on the Skiller, so I think we're gonna put the Glory grind on hold for a bit and just kind of try and level up the rest of our stats. And the first thing we're gonna do is catch some swordfish, which I think is this one. There's the Adamant Defender, 28 KC for that one. Again, about halfway to the drop rate. We only have 1 more to get, just the Rune Defender, and then we'll be out of here. Now, these fish, the swordfish and the tuna, they're a little bit higher level and therefore give us some pretty good healing. So for these ones, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cook them and bank them, which is why I'm doing it here in Catherby. Yeah, we can actually use this for food instead of just dropping it on the floor like I was doing with the trout and salmon. This brings me back so much to like middle school days playing RuneScape, because Catherby is literally where I spent so much time. I would just fish here, cook them here, bank them here. This is like, I spent so many hours doing this back in middle school, back in RuneScape too. So yeah, this is a comfy feeling right now. There it is, baby, Rune Defender. We're all done with the Defender grind for now, because like you know, the Rune Defender isn't the last step. There is the Dragon Defender, but that's for a little bit later down the line. This last Defender took us 51 kills, so just above the drop rate, for a grand total of 266 Cyclopses for every single one of the Defenders. Not too bad. I think that was technically under drop rate. Yeah, like I said, the next goal is probably going to be Scurious. And since I'm kind of set to just AFKing the Skiller account, I think that I don't really have any worries about going to fight the Rat King, because my main concern, and I guess the reason I put it off for so long, is because, well, I'm actively clicking to catch Chinchampas on the Skiller, so I can't possibly, you know, do a boss like Scurious where I would be prayer flicking a bunch. But since we're AFKing, I think I'm going to go fight the boss. Okay, here we go. We're at the Rat Boss. So like we discovered earlier, we have to do this fight solo if we want to get drops for it. So that's why we did a little bit of extra training, a little bit of extra gear acquisition. This is what our gear looks like going into Scurious. This is what our stats look like. And the fight itself is pretty easy. I shouldn't actually take any damage besides maybe like the little rats that he spawns because they hit through prayer. Yeah, I'll just go through a kill and yeah, I'll show you how it goes. You pretty much pray melee against his basic attacks. You run away from the circles on the ground when he throws those out. There we go. Under 400 health, he goes to eat for the first time. Attack him while he's eating. If he throws the blue attacks like that, you pray mage against him. And if he throws a green smoke cloud like that, you pray range against it. I just realized how long these fights are probably going to take, especially because he heals a couple times during this fight. Here we go. At this point during the fight, he'll throw out the rats. I brought knives. Oh, I can't even use these knives without range level 10. Okay, well, I'm just gonna attack him like this. It's gonna be a little bit slow, but it is what it is. All right, my prayer's not looking good. I gotta do a little bit better with my prayer flicks. And after a little bit into the fight, he'll go into the center of the room and he no longer uses melee, I believe. And all you have to do is avoid the things falling from the ceiling and pray against his auto attacks, which are the range and the mage ones. There we go. First scurrious kill has been completed. I would love to get spooned on a spine, but as you see, we did get a drop for that. And one of the appeals of this boss is the XP is actually higher per hit than it would be fighting anything else. So you get bonus XP for pretty much every single point of damage that you deal. So this boss is actually very good for training combat stats. But the one thing we really need is a scurrious spine, so I hope I get spooned on that, because these kills are taking quite a long time. Like, that was a more than 5-minute long kill. So I'm going to go back to the surface, I'm going to restore my prayer, and then I'm going to go do a couple KC here. Rune Square Shield, nice drop. We're going to get a lot of rune items from this, which is going to be very good for money making, and we'll take all the money we can get. There's a combat task, I think we're getting to 10 KC. That would make sense, because I just got 10 KC. Oh, is this the first ever prayer potion on the account? Probably just going to save this because, you know, I already got my prayer flicking method down. Nice. I ran out of prayer, but we just had to tank the damage, and we got a rune med helm out of it. What? Oh my god, the pathing. This is my first time ever dying on this account. Oh, look at that. Perfect Scurrius. Took us about 30 kills to get that. It's a little harder to get than normal because these kills take like 5 minutes each. So you had to be perfect for like 5 straight minutes and 1 tick flicking the whole time, but we did it. Perfect Scurrius. And the only 2 combat tasks that we have left for this boss both involve getting a bone weapon. So I need to get a Scurrius spine so I can finish off the combat tasks for this boss. And with this kill right here, we are going to be hitting the drop rate of the Scurrius spine. So let's see if we're going dry. We are going dry. I know it says that I'm 38 KC, but the Scurrius spine is 1 in 33 actually. But if you recall from earlier, we did actually do 5 kills with no drops. So yeah, that was 33 KC where we actually got drops. So that means we're dry. Here's just a little tip that I picked up on from doing these low-level Scurrius kills, and maybe this will help somebody. He spawns 6 rats at some point during the fight, and what you want to do when this happens is just only kill 2 of them. The reason why only 2 of them is because if you kill 3 of them, then he'll spawn a whole nother wave of rats, and that would be bad because that means you'll have, what, 8 rats out? 9 rats, something like that? So yeah, if you kill 2, then he won't spawn any more, and you'll have less rats that'll be on you. Sorry, I'm bad at talking and fighting at the same time. Sorry you had to see that, but just a little pro tip I realized is that killing 2 rats is okay, killing 3 rats might be not okay. And just in case you're wondering, yes, after every single kill, I have to go and recharge my prayer upstairs at the Varrock altar. We're only getting 1 kill trips, which is fine, you know. I'm low level, I don't expect to be going super far, and also I don't even have the rat mace. Hopefully after I have that, I can get like 2 kill trips, because I'll be killing it so fast, but we'll see. Yes, there it is, Scurrius' spine. Oh, baby. Took us 40 KC to get it. 40 KC of, you know, getting drops. This is a game changer, you guys. This is a game changer for our combat training and our Scurrius kills. I'll explain exactly why this weapon is good, but first, we have to actually make it, put it together, all that stuff. And in order to do that, we need to get ourselves a rune mace, which we can buy from the Champions Guild. But in order to get into the Champions Guild, we need 32 quest points, and we're only at 23. So I got to do a couple quests real quick. So yeah, let's bang a couple quests out. I'm in the middle of the Below Ice Mountain quest, and let me just show you why they call me Chef 807. Damn, that's a good looking sandwich right there. No cooking XP either, don't worry. And there's the Below Ice Mountain quest completed. We now have access to Camdizol, which I don't think there's any use for on an 807 account. I could be wrong. But either way, that's 32 quest points. So let's go get ourselves the rune mace that we did all this for. Head upstairs, trade this guy, and there is the rune mace. We can talk to this guy right here, and we can have him make us a weapon. There we go. Cost us 50,000 coins, but we have ourselves a bone mace. Now what this does is it adds plus 10 max hits to whenever we fight Scurrius. So we're gonna be getting a ton of extra XP per hour because we're gonna be hitting higher, getting more kills per hour. And probably the most important thing I think for the bone mace is every time Scurrius spawns those rats, like he spawns the 6 giant rats throughout the kill, we can now kill those pretty much every single tick. So I'll actually just do a kill real quick to show you. I don't think I need any food. 32 is the max hit. Oh my god. Okay, here's the rats. So this is what happens with the new bone mace. I can kill them like this. Insane. I don't have to worry about tanking their damage or anything like that. Oh, and I got the combat task for killing all 6 of them within like a small amount of time. And there we go, sit rat. That's the last combat task that we have for Scurious. So the combat tasks are green logged now. And it looks like we can probably get 2 kill trips, honestly, because we killed it so fast. So in the next video, we're gonna be doing a lot more Scurious, getting our combat XP a lot higher, getting some more Scurious spines and probably trading them in for some range and magic XP and starting to get those skills trained. And a couple other things I have in mind. So we're finishing off this video with combat stats to look like this. 60 attack, 72 strength, 52 defense, working our way up to 60 so we can get the Dragon Defender in the next episode. 64 hit points, and everything else is kind of, doesn't change too much. That is level 77 combat. And on the Skiller, we got up to 76 Hunter. Don't know when we're gonna finish up 83 for the Dragon Implings, and then we got to 56 Fishing and 58 Cooking. Looking pretty good on both accounts right now, I think. But what I'm actually gonna do is do a little bit of splashing in between episodes because I gotta edit some videos. So yeah, I bought a bunch of Mind and Air runes. We're just gonna post up here, starting at level 19 magic, and you will see where we end up in the next video. So thanks for watching. See you guys later. Also, a massive shout out to all the channel members. In the Dune Legends tier, we have Ia, Musha, Hybrid Chills, and our newest legend, Spacehawk. Thank you all very much. In the Dune Lords tier, we have Icarus, Jacob P, Humorbot, Matthew Carroll, Ian Willis, Josh Funderburg, and our newest member, Hyph Zaya. In the Dune Lads tier, we have Cannon, Weirdo, Kai, Bash T, The Corf, Lunar Forte, and Sir Huckleberry. Thank you all very much for the support. If you'd like to find out more about channel memberships, click the join button down below next to the subscribe button. Thank you all, and see you next time.